There are different routes to get to Golestan Province, and they all go through forests. But I found a totally different way to get there and have all those green beauty and Caspian Sea underneath. Every region in Iran is famous for something, and Golestan is well known for greenery and wildlife, which are truly presented by Golestan National Park and the Turkmen horses, that nowadays being used in two famous countrywide horse races happen in this province. Golestan Province is located northeast of Iran, bordering Turkmenistan to the north and Caspian Sea to the west. Silk Road passes through this region, and it has a history that goes back to 10,000 BC. Here, Persians and Turkmens, Sunnis and Shias, all have lived together in peace for centuries. Northeast corner of this province, on top of mountains facing magnificent steppe landscape of Golestan, tombs of Prophet Khalid, a Christian messenger who was born 40 years before Prophet Muhammad, and his followers, along with historical graveyards, are all signs of ancient civilization of this region. But this is not the whole story, and there are places in Golestan where history meets modernity. Here is a well-known village called Ziyarat, where I ran into one of the oldest locals, and he told me stories about this village and his family. Then he directed me to part of the village where I can add images to the stories he just told me.
It was quite a bit hike to get to here, where old part of the village is located, with all these beautiful traditional houses.
Recent years, luxury villas as summer houses built in parts of Ziyarat, housing people from nearby city Gorgan, who escape from summer heat and humidity to enjoy moderate weather and scenic landscape of Ziyarat. Gorgan, just a few kilometers away from Ziyarat, is the capital city of Golestan Province. I stopped by to check out its famous bazaar, an old part of the city. Houses with center courtyards and water fountains that can rarely find these days in modern Gorgan. Walking distance from old part of the city is a traditional bazaar that reminds me of modern-day Western-style farmers markets.
This is one of the oldest bazaars in Gorgan. Every day so crowded with locals and tourists buying fresh fruits and vegetables, all from fertile soil of Golestan Province.
Doctor told me about him and his father, who have been doing business in this bazaar for more than 100 years. Yes, he is known as Doctor among locals, and he pretty much has cures for any disease or illness, all with herbal medicines and spices. I had to finish my joyful conversation with Doctor because it was getting dark and I'm off to Gombad Kavus, another famous city in Golestan, to find out about Sunni Turkmens of this region and spend Eid al-Adha, or Feast of the Sacrifice, with them. Shahri Razimi for Iran.